there. We're just going to try to get Tyson as many reps at inside backer as we can. I know he can play outside backer. He played it all last year. And we're just going to see if we can get some depth and get us another good player at inside backer.
And he's already played a lot, so this is a guy,
He's a little bit lost in there right now. But yeah, he's going to be fine.
Just because of the position?
He's lost by the position because he's new techniques, new assignments, things of that nature. But he's going to be fine.
Dion Jordan, obviously a guy working his way in the NFL now. Tony Washington's been here, another guy with some length, not quite like Dion, but just talk about his growth. And he got, plenty of work last year.
Tony Washington has improved so much. I thought he was a good player last year. He's a better player right now this year, both in his understanding of the defense and his assignments and the way he plays. Now, we may be talking about a first-round draft pick that we're replacing. That's hard to do, no matter who you are, unless you're another first-round draft pick. But very pleased with Tony. And, I don't know if you ever truly replace a guy like Dion Jordan, but I feel very comfortable with where Tony Washington is and how he's progressed both physically and mentally.
You love that kind of length you have to kind of work with?
Long, tall, big guys that can run. That's kind of where we're shooting for, and we're getting more and more of those guys, and it's kind of neat. Really, when you really look at this team, inside backer is the only, besides the fact that Dion was a tremendous outside backer, inside backer is the only place where I feel we're a little bit more green than I'd like to be. Now, guys have played, but the whole secondary is back because of what happened to Boyette. The whole D-line is back, plus backups, which is awesome. And everybody besides Dion played at outside backer last year. I mean, Christian, Tyson, Bo, and Tony all got valuable reps. And Malone and Hardwick and those guys have played, but you're talking about replacing two very good inside backers. So I think we all know that, but I want to make sure that we all understand where we are right now with this as we move forward.
Coach talks a lot about Tony as a leader. Was he naturally a vocal guy his last couple of years, or has he really come a long way in that regard?
Gosh, I don't hear Tony saying a lot.
Yeah.
I wish he would say more, but I sure see him playing a lot, running and doing things he's supposed to do. So I'm very comfortable with where we are. It'd be beautiful if we had Malone and Hardwick taking a lot of reps. Sometimes things don't look, and please, I don't want to rip the young new guys playing in there. My statement is simply this: sometimes things don't look as together as you like them to look because just one or two little false moves by new guys in there, the whole thing looks broken, but the whole thing isn't broken. The great news is we have 10 more days to find some quality backups, get our veteran guys that have played a lot better, get some guys healthy, get them back, and we could be pretty good.
With Dion's shoulder, Tony played a lot late last year, particularly in the bowl game.
Right.
How valuable was that experience for him? I mean, did he come a lot farther than he would have otherwise if Dion had been healthy?
I think so. I really think that Tony Washington has made himself a better player in space also. Yeah, and if you remember looking at the bowl game, we're playing Kansas State, and I'm looking out there sometimes, and I see Tyson and Christian French, basically two raw freshman guys or new guys at that position, and Christian might have played 30, 40 snaps in that game. So kind
of a silver lining when Dion
the silver lining is that those guys, nothing should be too big for them because they've already played in the big one.
Man, there was some times when Tony was lined up split across from Chris Harper, who was a pretty good wide receiver.
Absolutely.
You felt pretty good about how he held up in those situations.
I trust Tony Washington. Like I said, right now, right now to replace what I think are three fantastic football players for us. I'm not making an excuse. I want to make this loud and clear. To replace three fantastic football players in Jordan, Alonzo, and Clay, and probably three draftable NFL football players. You don't just have another kid come in and be an NFL football player on the first year. But we have some guys that will fill those roles. It may take them a little bit longer to get to where Kiko and Michael Clay and Dion were, but 8 out of 11 coming back is pretty good. And I'd be talking about Boyette too. I don't want to slight him, but because John didn't play at all last year, really his deal was already done when we started.